What's up, traders? This is Vee Trades, and today I will be doing a technical analysis breakdown for Alibaba with the ticker symbol BABA. I will first go over what I see on the daily chart and finish the video off with the weekly chart. So you guys are probably wondering why I'm doing Alibaba on Wednesdays. It's because I have time to do it and a extra stock on Wednesday. And I was wondering if you guys want to see Alibaba, and the majority of you, overwhelming majority of you, wanted to see Alibaba on Wednesday, so let's go ahead and do that. So let's do a market structure update. So basically, since last week Friday, you can see that prices gapped up. Let me go and zoom in. So these are the two candles that I'm working with. So you see that prices gapped up on Monday, sold off, tried to fill in most of the gap, and then the rest of the gap was filled today. And then we saw a nice rejection off of those prior lows from that 83 level. So overall, Baba is still in a gray area, meaning like this bullish and bearish reasons, and kind of like equally too. So right now there's just a lot of indecision for Baba. So there's probably better stocks out there that are easier to trade. Maybe something like Apple or Microsoft. Those are just bull trends. But this one, this one's much harder. It's kind of like in a random area, you could say. The price is just chopping back and forth through the EMA. You can see it bounced off that $80 level right over here. But first, let me go over the macro structure. Looks like the dominant technical pattern is this ranging pattern. And you can see that price made one large leg down here. And we can expect to see another large leg down or attempt to reach it. So it looks like the sellers tried multiple times to reach this leg. It's being stopped by the $80 level. But also, we're not going to the upper side of the range, because normally when we hit the lows, we go up to the highs. When we hit the highs, we go down to the lows. So you can see the bulls tried also multiple times to reach the upper side of their range, and they failed to do it. And also, the sellers failed to reach the measurable target. So we'll see who wins out at the end. Right now, you can see that price is just kind of going sideways. We're going right through the EMA. Right over here, we go right through the EMA. Then we come back to the $80 level. Then we go right through the EMA again. Then we fell back through it again. So we're just going back and forth, chopping right through it. So this is a telltale sign that we're just kind of going sideways, and maybe inside of a smaller green range inside of the yellow range. So you can also see that the bars now are much smaller than they were in the past. There's just not a lot of volatility for the stock. You can see the bars in the past were much larger. Now, just recently, I would say from about June 22nd, the bars are much smaller, volatility is dying off. So that tells me that maybe there's a good chance it continues to do this, but also eventually we're going to probably start seeing some higher volatility, maybe a breakout, either to the downside or upside. So I'm not sure right now. Like this before, it's in a gray area. I don't like where it is on the chart. This was a strong position for prices to continue higher, but it's struggling to do that. So then I'm thinking, okay, it looks like maybe it'll drop lower, but it's not dropping lower either. We're just kind of going sideways, stuck in this green range for now, and we'll have to wait and see what it wants to do. There's much more clearer stocks out there, even Chinese stocks. So right now, Baba is just stuck between this $80 level and this $90 level for the past, you could say, late April. So it's already been May and June, so it might be already 3 months that we're practically just still trading in this level. So that's all I have for the daily chart. Now let's take a look at the weekly chart. So here's the weekly chart for Baba, and overall it looks like this downtrend is coming to an end because we had a break outside of the channel and a leg down, and that leg down bounced off the all-time lows, and that's where the biggest impulse occurred for this entire downtrend. So you see that after the downtrend started to get weaker and we broke it and we pushed down another time, when it bounced off the all-time lows, that's when it made a huge pump up, bigger than any other time in this downtrend. Now prices are just kind of going sideways, waiting for some confirmation that we're in a reversal. Right now, price is just going sideways for, let's take a look, since about you can say February, March of last year. So it's more than a year now. Price is just kind of going sideways. So it's probably better than the downtrend for most of you guys. But it's just stuck in the sideways churning market. You can see that the margin move target can still be reached. Just because we're failing to reach it right now doesn't mean we're going to continue to fail, especially because prices doesn't look like it wants to go up. So we could still reach the measurable target, which is back at the all-time lows, slightly below it, maybe to the 55 level. But also, this $80 level is very strong. It's very obvious, so traders can see it no matter what. This $80 level looks to be very strong support. But we are finding resistance from the EMA. You can see that when prices get above it, it gets back below it. Finding a resistance, we can't get above it. So we'll see what it wants to do. But right now, like I said before, it's just stuck inside this very tight range between this $80 and $90 level. And maybe when it breaks out of this range, we'll have a better idea what it wants to do. But either way, usually when price, trades a certain way, there's a good chance it continues to trade that way. So it might continue to stay inside this green range for the next couple of weeks, maybe the next couple of months, because the next earnings report is quite a bit away. Looks like it's sometime mid to late August. So it could be quite a bit away for some more volatility. So that's all I have for this update for BABA. I'll give you guys an update this Friday. Let's see what those extra 2 candles can show us. So that's all I have for BABA this week, Wednesday, and I'll give you guys an update next week, Wednesday. This is Vee Trades, and thank you for your time. The Vee Trades technical analysis course is now live. Learn to read the chart the right way to prevent costly mistakes. Click the link below to start training now.